Alright, students. Today we are going to discuss about exposition type. Have you ever heard about exposition?
Um, I have heard about it before, Miss, but I don't know what the text is about.
Okay, good idea. No worries. I will explain to you later. Now, before we jump into our main activity, wait for a minute. I'm going to show you the PowerPoint. Okay, students, can you see my screen?
Yes,
Yes,
Miss.
yes,
Yes,
Miss.
Miss.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Miss.
Okay, good. This time I will explain three aspects about the exposition text. The first is the definition, the types, and the generic structures. The first is the definition. Um, Exposition text is a text that presents one side of an issue, which means in a text, the writer only writes about the positive effect or just the negative one. Do you get the point?
Miss.
Yes,
Uh,
Atika.
so, for example, the text is about washing hands is effective to prevent COVID-19 virus. Is that right, Miss?
Great, Atika. That's true. Now, exposition is divided into two types, which are analytical and hortatory. Um, the first is analytical text. Analytical exposition is a type of text that describes an opinion or an argument about a phenomenon or event that occurs. The second is hortatory text. This one is about the contents that shows the author's views and persuade the readers to do or not to do something, or agree or and disagree. The purpose of the text. The first is the analytical. It convinces the reader that a phenomenon or event is interesting to discuss. The second is analyze a topic and convince readers to support a particular opinion by presenting arguments. The next is hortatory text to persuade the readers to act in doing something or not doing something. Uh, Next is the generic structure of analytical text. As you can see in the screen, the first one we have thesis. The thesis is include introduction to the topic to be discussed and shows the author's point of view and alignments. And the second, we have arguments. The section contains the points that will be elaborated and written in the thesis section. And the conclusion is the part that contains the conclusion in this section. It is emphasized again what was conveyed and the author's alignments with this phenomenon. And the next slide is the generic structure of hortatory text. The first one is the same with the analytical. We have thesis here. The section also introduces the topics to be covered and the ones to be covered in the text. The second is arguments. It is also the same with analytical. This section discusses and elaborates the points written in the thesis. The last is recommendation. This section contains recommendation or the author's invitation to the readers. Okay, based on what I have explained, these two types are look alike. but can you spot the difference? Anyone know?
Can I try, Miss?
Of course, Bila.
Uh, I I think that hortatory exposition provides recommendation for the readers, while analytical exposition only provides conclusion about the topic.
Good job, Bila. In analytical, the writer only states their opinion and what side they are choose. While in the hortatory, the writer will persuade the readers to follow what the opinion are. And like what Atika said in the first, if the text said that washing hands is effective, they will persuade the readers to always washing their hands to prevent from the COVID-19 virus. Did my explanation make sense, students?
So far, it's clear, Miss.
Okay, cool. Now, can you give me an example of exposition text?
Smoking should be banned, Miss.
Good, teacher. And here I have more examples of exposition text. You can read here on the screen. As we ran out of time, we'll discuss about the language features in the next meeting. Thank you for your attention. Bye.
Bye, Miss.
Goodbye, Miss. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, students, now we are going to continue our last topic last week. What is it about?
It's about exposition text.
Exposition text, sir.
Oh, great. Now, exposition text is divided into two types. What are they?
Hortatory and analytical, sir.
Wonderful, Lauren. Now, without further ado, I will continue to our topic. Today, we will be talking about the language features of hortatory exposition and analytical exposition text. Are you ready, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In analytical text, there are 6 language features. Number 1 is simple present tense. The example of simple present tense is like she eats, I talk, and etc. Number 2 is adjective. Adjective use persuasive words with emotive connotation to emphasize the writer's viewpoint. It can be negative or positive. For example, incredible, terrible, realistic, coherent, and so forth. Number 3, adverb. To explain some issues related to the information about the place, time, and so forth. Number 4 is internal conjunction, a word that connects arguments between two clauses such as in addition, but, on the other hand, so, and etc. Number 5 is causal conjunction. To explain the cause and effect such as a result, because, by, consequently, and etc. Number 6 is mental process. Words that express the writer's feelings or idea, such as disagree, feel, know, realize, sense, think, and etc. Besides, in the hortatory text, there are 5 language features. Number 1 is simple present tense. Simple present tense to show what is happening right now. Number 2, conjunction. It's like, however, on the other hand, and etc. Number 3, adjective, to show the writer's position. Number 4, adverbs, to explain the certain issues, time, place, and etc. Number 5 is mental process. It's like the writer's opinion or expression. The example is think and feel. All right, students, to test your understanding, I will give you a warm-up exercise. Everybody can see the text clearly.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will give you all 5 minutes to read these 2 texts. Is it all right, students?
It's
Yes,
okay, sir.
All right, let's start. For the first paragraph, it is the analytical exposition text. Okay, students, for the second text, this is a hortatory exposition text. Okay, students, have you all already read the text?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
First, we will discuss about hortatory exposition text. Now, Bila, can you mention 2 simple present tense from the hortatory exposition text?
Yes, sir. It's television is today part of daily life, and it is not only a source of entertainment.
Very good, Bila. How about the conjunction, Anzu? Can you mention the conjunction from the text?
Yes, sir. So that and while, sir.
Okay, good, Anzu. Who wants to try to mention the adverb now?
Me, sir.
All right, Vana, go on.
Today, in general, socially, and etc.
Great, Vana. For the last one, that is the mental process. Who wants to try to identify the mental process?
Me, sir.
Right, go on, Icha.
Enjoy, sir.
Okay, good job, Icha. Good job, everybody. You did such a good job. Then we are going to discuss the analytical text. Can you mention what language features are in the text?
Yes, sir. There are mental process, simple present tense, internal conjunction, adjectives, and adverb.
Excellent. Then, can you give examples about the mental process?
Can I try, sir?
Yes, Tika, go on.
I think that I personally believe and I conclude those are the mental processor.
That's great, Tika. How about the simple tense? Can 2 of you mention it?
Me, sir. Maybe libraries are among humanities' most important institutions.
They also
Okay.
classify or group the materials.
Yes, Arin, good job. Because I think that you have understood the language features in exposition text, I want you all to do the assignment on the page 555. Okay, student.
Um,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Alright,
sir.
sir. We do.